everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Please subscribe to the channel, DBoss Networks. Likes, press the bell icon. Just let us know. Also, follow the guests, support the guests that come on. They're doing a lot here during the, with pandemic, and we're coming out of the pandemic. We're still in the pandemic, as everybody knows. So, everybody needs all the support that they can get. And I'm bringing you the best entertainment at home at night. So if you guys can follow me, DBoss_1 on Instagram, DBoss Real Life Matters. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Sweet DBoss, DBoss Bostick is my last name, is Bostick, so that you could find me there. But with no other further ado, we got somebody great coming on now, and he's a legend. He's in the industry. He's the entertainment industry, and he's doing so much in the entertainment industry, and he's doing some different stuff, but we're going to get to know who he is. So with no other further ado, I introduce to you the legendary Sean Conn.
How you doing?
All right, good. Oh my gosh, you're finally here.
Yes, indeed.
So can you tell everybody where you're coming from?
Okay, well, I hail from Queens, New York. New York City, and I've been in the building, Queens.
Wow. So you're from Queens. You don't have any Caribbean in you.
Oh, well, my mother's from Jamaica. Yeah, so.
You see?
Definitely. Represent to all my island people, from every island. Represent, my mother is from Jamaica. My father's from down south. So it's like a mixture of ackee and cornbread.
I like how you put that. And Thanksgiving, I guess it's going to be all different stuff too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, so you're telling me, how long have you been in the industry for, the entertainment industry?
Been in entertainment industry for over 20 years. For over 20 years in the industry. I've had it's been an incredible journey, definitely.
And you're also an MC, correct?
Yes, I am an MC, definitely. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, hip hop is one of my first loves. That with two other things, which is comic books and video games, and I use that and utilize that in my platforms.
All right, so as an MC, who have you worked with in the industry?
Well, definitely shout out to Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box, who was a pioneer in music television. We shot a whole season of a show called MC to MC with Ralph McDaniels. I currently have a commercial with LL Cool J on YouTube. You can put LL Cool J Sony. That's the big homie from Queens. Shout out to LL Cool J.
Everybody knows LL Cool J. If you don't, I don't know what happened to you.
Hey, you better know James Todd Smith. I mean, this man's incredible. From his musical background to his acting, everything that he does, he always looks out for me. He had me open up the Power 105 car show for him one time. He have a commercial with him. He's a very good dude. Shout out to Lord Finesse, one of the legendary MCs and producers in the industry. I've been blessed to be at his house, writing, things of that nature. Shout out to Marquita, who brought me there. So many different people, but definitely I want to say those are some standout people that people should know in hip hop culture.
So who else? Did you work with anybody, 50 Cent or anybody, or?
Oh, well, shout out to 50. Never did work with 50, but he's not far from my neighborhood. We've shout out to Consequence also, who's worked with Kanye West. I've definitely done with Consequence is the homie. Also, when I think about it from MC to MC, shout out to Naughty by Nature. They're in one of our music videos. Definitely show love to us. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Mr. Cheeks is also in one of my visuals. There's so many people that I've come across, and reason being, I call myself, or they call me, the secret agent of hip hop. The reason the secret agent of hip hop. Yes. Wow. And the reason being is because a lot of my experiences and a lot of things that I've been around, like people I've been around, from the legendary father of hip hop, Kool Herc, to Queen Latifah, to rest in peace to Big L, people who I've been around and have experiences with, you would think that I'm telling a fairy tale or a lie. So it's almost like a secret mission. So I am the secret agent of hip hop because I've been around for quite a while, and I've worked with or been around so many legendary people.
And then you're a legend in your own.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm a 5-time Guinness World Record holder. That's one thing. For the longest continuous rap cypher in history, we rap for over 24 hours straight. at the Hip Hop Culture Center in Harlem in the Magic Johnson Theater, and then we broke our own record 4 more times after that. So 5-time Guinness World Record holder.
So you rapped for 25 hours?
24 hours with the first rapathon. We did 24 hours. After that, we broke our own world record, and the first one was sponsored by Converse Hot 97. It was 100 MCs. I'm not just me by myself, but it was a continuous cipher. Teams of 10. There was 10 teams of 10, and we would command the stage for hours and hours at a time, but the cipher never stopped. So as soon as I finished rhyming my last word, the next person picks right up. The cipher never stopped. We had Guinness there to monitor it, and we actually are in the Guinness book for that.
Wow. I'm just thinking, wow.
Yeah, no,
how long is that?
And that's why I say Secret Agent Hip Hop, because if I tell my story, you would think I'm telling something straight out of a movie or something that's not true, could be fabricated. I just won the 2021 Male Rapper of the Year at the All-Star Awards. That was about a month and a half ago. Just won this award. Very proud of that. Yeah. For Male Rapper of the Year.
It's the next one.
Yeah. Male Rapper of the Year, you know?
Wow.
Very proud of that.
So, oh my God, it's just, you know, so what song did you rap that you, when in the Guinness, that you did the Guinness work, what was your little part? Do you, of course you're going to remember it, that, you know, that was the longest day.
What we did was, and first rapathon to the second, all the way to the fifth. By the fifth rapathon, they had something called the Fantastic Five, and we stayed on stage for 20 hours. We commanded the entire, basically we were making sure that everything ran right. The fifth rapathon, which was the 5th time we broke the record, I actually had to put in 20 hours. Now what we did was freestyle, and I'm talking about real freestyle, not something where you have a rhyme that you already know and you're saying. I'm talking about off the top of the dome, freestyle, straight from your mind, directly improvising at the very moment that you're on stage. Wow. So actually, I'd have to watch playback, because whatever I said, it was just coming from God, straight from God to me, straight out to the people.
Wow. So is any curse words in it or something like that? Or can you rap a little bit?
No curse words, but like I said, there's no way that being that it was freestyle, it was just straight at the top. Just like if I was here saying, okay, we live, the time is 2:22. This is Connery, and you know what I do. Like, it's me just freestyling, just improvising what's off the top of my head. So I couldn't say anything off of that per se, as far as what happened in the rap because that was actually from 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. So it was quite a while ago since we did that.
So do an improv for me now.
Okay.
DBoss, Real Life Matters, you know, something.
Okay. Hey, DBoss, this is Real Life Matters. Make sure you're focused so your brain don't scatter. Me, I'm Sean Conn, the secret agent of hip hop. My own video game, and we can Rick Rock. I do the scratching, cutting, and MCing too. I just won an award. Show it right here for you. This is Conn, 2021, the freestyle fanatic. Yeah, I'm having fun. With the boss, yeah, that's DBoss. Yeah, shout out to her. She's a queen. Yes, I concur. I give a bow. Bow down. The C on the cap, that means Sean Conn, so you know where it's at.
Woo! But now you're going to have to take that off the tape.
Yeah,
no, but you didn't know I was going to ask you that. So,
hey, I'm always prepared, because when it comes to that, you're just having fun. I mean, writing songs, there's different divisions of the hip hop culture of being an MC. Songwriting is a whole different thing. Freestyling is a whole different thing. You have battle rap, which is a whole different thing. So there's so many different parts of hip hop as rap. And just me being well-rounded, and shout out to LL Cool J once again, because he's one of the most well-rounded artists that I know. So I always looked up to him to say, you know what, I want to be one of the most well-rounded people that I can be as an artist.
So you're well-rounded, so you can go in a battle?
I could do a battle. I've done that in my early stages. I'm a songwriter. Like my project that's getting ready to come out exactly 1 month from now. So yeah, pretty much everything. Writing for others, structuring music, I have my own video game. That's a
Oh,
whole
tell us
nother
about
thing.
that, the video game.
Oh yes,
We're
yes.
gonna get back to your album coming about, but we want to hear about. We got
Okay.
time. I want to hear. I
No,
want to hear about this video game.
definitely. The video game is called Quest for the Golden Mics. The game, actually, I'm getting ready to work on the second installment of the game series. I'm making the game series, and I'm gonna show you guys the sample, if you can see. Now, this is the first time. Well, let me turn the volume down for a second.
Okay.
This is the first time that a video game has actually been, the controller is a turntable. So, as I was gonna go through it now, the turntable controls me. I'm the main character in the game. The whole premise of the game is for you to attain all 5 golden mics in the land of Hip-Hopia. So this is something that has never been done before. I'm
So
gonna
what's
show
the
you
game? The
guys.
purpose of the game is what? It's a turntable, or what's the purpose?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. This is the trailer of the game. So basically, it shows that I was at home playing video games at one point.
Okay.
And while I'm playing the video games, I got zapped into a portal. So this, the beginning of the trailer shows how the game starts. I got zapped into a portal, and it took me to a magical land called Hip-Hopia, which you're seeing here. So now I got teleported into Hip-Hopia. Once I got into Hip-Hopia, I became an animated character, which you'll see right here as it goes down. See, now I'm an animated character. So now I'm in this land, and there are zombies in this place because they've been infected with something called divorce. So now someone threw me a golden mic. This golden mic turned me into Hip Hop Secret Agent, which I do go by, and you'll see that's me now as Hip Hop Secret Agent. So basically, the whole goal of the game is, and I'll show you some of the gameplay.
Yeah, so you call yourself the secret agent. So you dress the secret agent. So that's your picture in black and white that you sent me to put on the promo.
Exactly, and that's my moniker of being Hip Hop Secret Agent. Sometimes you got to put on the white tuxedo. You have to get secret agent mode. So
when you got zapped into this game, you can show it again. Hold on,
yes, I'm gonna show you.
Want to see this? Let's start from the beginning. I want to see it.
So now I'm gonna show you what you do. Now these are the levels you can pick. So let's say I want to go to the street. Now, as you see, as I'm in the street, I play it backwards. This turntable controls me. See, everything happens here. All the fighting, everything is done through the turntable. So what I did is I put all elements of hip hop in there. So you see the turntable. I had artists from all around the world send me graffiti from around the world. The graffiti pieces are in the game. So as I'm playing the game, and you see that, let me unpause it here. You're running around in the game. I'm doing it backwards, so I can't really see what I'm doing as much, but you're basically running and you're fighting these zombies, the divorce zombies that come, see? And you fight them, and everything you use is within the controller.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's a very interesting game. It's a fun game. Very challenging as well. It's not an easy game. I didn't make it easy. I made it challenging, but what I did is, being that I'm a gamer from heart, I was a gamer before I started writing rhymes. I was in the comic books and video games before I started emceeing. I started writing rhymes at about 15, 16. Before that, I was in the comic books and video games way before. So I made this game in the same breath as something like Streets of Rage or Double Dragon, the kind of games that I grew up on. So it's a kind of like arcade, beat 'em up arcade game. The next installment of this series will be a whole different dimension. It won't be a side-scrolling game. It'll be more of a forward, straight game, kind of like a Subway Surfer.
So what age group can play that game?
Anybody from 5 and up.
Oh.
It's child-friendly game. Anyone from 5 and up can play the video game. The game is called Quest for the Golden Mics, and it's going to be a series. I'm making my characters like Mario. Of Mario Brothers, Mario has multiple games with his name that he's involved in. So my character will be Quest for the Golden Mics. Will have a whole bunch of different games, and it's going to be an ongoing series.
So take us through the process. You wanted to do a game, and what made you say, I need to do a game?
Okay. In 2017, I was working on a project called The Man with the Golden Mic. At that time, because I've always been Sean Conn, but in 2016 is when I took on the moniker Hip Hop Secret Agent. And that's because all the things I've been through in this journey, if I told somebody, they would think that I'm lying. So it seems like a secret mission. So being that I am Sean Conn, and also they call me Connery, of course, rest in peace to the great actor Sean Connery. When I picked my rap name, actually someone gave me the rap name Connery, and what I did for legal purposes, I made it Sean Conn. For I shortened it up, but people still call me Connery, just like where Notorious B.I.G. they still say Biggie Smalls.
Okay.
So but I was working on this album called The Man with the Golden Mic. Working through a studio, 9D Broadcast. My friend Thomas, he's the owner of 9D Broadcast Studios, and he was just like, "Yo, you're like a superhero." And we were talking. He said, "Yo, it's like your life is like a game." Like, and then the idea just spawned right there, and me and him became partners. Found some graphics. Shout out to my man Pat, a coder and also artist. He's a digital artist and a video game coder. I wrote out the whole treatment for the video game, how I wanted it to be, the whole storyline, and he brought it to life. But being that this was the early stages, it was just us three. So it was a 9-month process to make this game. It's like giving birth. It was a 9-month process to make this video game, and it came out when my album was released, The Man with the Golden Mic. So
did you have to have some technical skills to do this, to make up this game, or did you hire people to help you do that? Or?
I did. Shout out to my friend Pat. He was the coder, which he coded. Basically, I wrote the storyline of what I wanted to do. What Pat did was he was the artist that drew all the characters that you see, and he also constructed the game. He's a coder, so he constructed the game as well. So I didn't have to have the technical know-how on that end. I just had to make and create the whole world and the way the game goes.
You see, it's so interesting. Like, wow, you actually came up with a game, and it's like, so a lot of people say, well, how do you come up with a game? How do you do that? And it's not an easy process, as I'm seeing here. It's not an easy process for people to go through that and to make a game, because then you got to go through trademarks and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, basically what the good part about it is I own my own company. My company is Vigor Entertainment. It stands for Very Intelligent Getting Goals Accomplished. So this video game is directly through my company. So I didn't have to, anything that I did within the game, and also the music on the game is the soundtrack, is the music from my album, The Man with the Golden Mic. So
that's double whammy right there, right?
So what you can do is, when in the beginning of the game, it gives you an option. You can pick arcade music, which I had some people who worked with Nintendo and different brands, and they made video game music. So they had made music for the game, and also you can pick the soundtrack, which is the album, the instrumentals of my album is part of the game as well. So you have options on what music you want to pick for the game.
Okay, so it's your music in the game. It's the instrumentals in the game. What about all the beats and stuff is from you too?
Yeah, the beats in the game, they're from my album. The album, The Man with the Golden Mic, and this game, Quest for the Golden Mics, are connected because the soundtrack of this game is my album.
Wow. So how many? So when you max out, like, is it how many levels? You got endless levels that you can't really max out?
There are 5 different places that you can journey to. You can journey to the streets. You can journey to the Neon City. You can journey to the studio, and you can journey to the Shiesty area. Now, when you journey to these places, right? When you go to these places, there are multiple levels in the places, and at the end of those levels, you fight a boss. Most video games, that's the whole structure of a game. When you get to the end, you fight one of the bosses. After you defeat a boss is when you get the golden mic. So you have to get 5 golden mics from 5 different bosses in multiple stages.
Okay. So do you charge people if they got to get extra, like, ammunition and stuff?
Well, what we did is for the first game, which will, and the second game will be a different dynamic. It was just a 99-cent download just to download the app. Mm-hmm. It's on iPhone and Android. But just recently, unfortunately, I missed out because I'm my own manager. I run my company. I do everything myself. There was an email that I must have overlooked from Apple, and there was something that I had to send in to them, and they ended up taking the game off the platform, but it's still on the Android platform. But instead of me re-putting it into the new platform, back onto the iPhone, I said, you know what, we'll do that after. Let's start, and actually in December we're going to start on the next game, and once that's on both platforms, then we'll come back to the original game and make sure it's on both as well. Okay,
so because sometimes these games can get a little pricey. Sometimes if it's $1 something, $2 to get the the power or whatever you need to do, these different accessories to help you get to because sometimes you can't win the game unless you buy these accessories. So is your thing affordable for people that they can?
Oh, yes.
It's not like $23 and
no, definitely affordable. Because what you're talking about is what's called in-app purchases. Those are Now, this game has no in-app purchases. The very first game, Quest for the Golden Mics, the original, no in-app purchases. Once you go to the Play Store on Google Play Store on your Android device, it's a 99-cent download, and that's all you're going to pay for the game. There are no in-app purchases where you need extra powers. You develop your powers as you're going through the city. You pick up cassette tapes. What I did is I took all the elements, especially for kids that don't know the culture. So you pick up cassette tapes to power up. You're controlled by a turntable. There's graffiti in the game. So basically, I put all the elements of hip hop culture into this game. So it's also a learning tool for everyone.
So they're learning, actually, you're playing the game, but you're learning the hip hop culture and the different things about it. And also they're hearing your album.
And they're hearing the beats of the album. So that way, when they're saying, wow, I like that beat, they can go pick up
the man with so ingenious. That is just wow.
Thank you.
It's genius. Like, you know, like how many people can put, think about it. How many people can put your own album into your game?
Yeah, no, that's very rare. And I'm blessed, you know, just to have the creative ability to do these things. You know, it's
God is blessing you. I'm telling you, because for you to do that, how many other people can do that? I don't think so. They do a cartoon or something, but a game?
Yeah, there's not many actually. And the thing about it, just this summer, because I released a album in February, EP in February, and rest in peace to the great DMX. I actually wanted to follow in his footsteps as far as releasing 2 projects in one calendar year. So in February, I dropped Conn and the Genius, and now the end of the year, December, I'm releasing an album called The Wrath of Conn. So now, in the summertime, as I was letting visuals be released for that project, another thing that we did, which is pretty much groundbreaking, me and shout out to Bianca, she's featured on my last album. We rented out a movie theater and premiered our videos in the movie theater.
So people are gonna watch this. I'm sitting back and I'm just taking you all in.
Yeah, so, we're just being innovative. That's it, you know.
What about The Wrath of Conn? How did you come up with that name?
Okay, well, that idea actually I've had for a couple of years. And basically what it is over the years in my career, I've helped out a lot of people. I've done a lot for a lot of people. I've taught people a lot of things through all my research.
What did you teach them? Tell me.
Yeah, well, just the kindness of my heart. You know, I like to see people succeed, you know. But what I come to find out, this industry is very sketchy, and there are people that take advantage of you and take your kindness for weakness. You know, so one element of the Wrath of Conn is showing this is the Wrath of Conn. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm showing you. All right, I've showed you all this, but now let me step away and show you what I'm doing. Also, the Wrath of Conn is me taking a wrath upon myself and showing humility and also showing a vulnerability. There are some songs on this album where I'm touching subjects, very personal subjects. And it's also a wrath on myself to be as creative.
So what's one personal issue from you that you're touching? Come on.
Okay, I have a song called Fadeaway. And in the song Fadeaway, I'm speaking about having a long career, and maybe at sometimes you get down not meeting your expectations and going into a deep dark place, you know, place of depression, or you know, not thinking that you're worthy of what you're doing. So sometimes there are dark spaces in your career. So the song Fadeaway is basically saying we all fade away eventually. Hopefully when I do fade away, I'll be remembered in the right way. So it's like being real personal in the song.
So you had a mental health little bit of issue. But you worked through it.
I did work through it. Yeah.
Through the song.
Yeah, for maybe about a year and a half. I went through something. I went through a dark stage where I was no longer making music, writing. I wasn't working out. I was really in like a depressed state because there were some things that happened. Like, once again, the industry, someone took advantage of a situation with me and took lots of money from me. You know, and also, which I can show you, there's something that happened that was overseas where we couldn't even send lawyers to them because you have to be able to serve papers on that soil. So it's a way they got away with stuff. It put me in a bad space for about a year and a half. But shout out
Yeah,
to me.
because if that happens and it's another place, it's hard for you to
Yeah,
trust, because then you're thinking, well, how much money I could made, how much money I could have, how much further could I been, but this happened. So you
exactly.
just kind of step back in your mind, and
Yeah.
your mind is power. So if you don't feel, like you want to do anything, you just shut down.
Yes. Definitely, and I commend everyone, and I give blessing to everyone that's going through a hard time, because I know what it's like, but you can work your way through it. I definitely did, and I'm actually at the best points of my life as we speak. I meditate every day. I pray every day. My mind is very focused. Everything is happening. Me being on this platform, this incredible platform that I'm on right now, is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that's happening for me is incredible. And the whole point, and this is why to all the viewers here around the world, I emphasize the importance of this project and how I'm going about releasing this project. Totally different from what everyone else is doing.
But it's good that you meditate and stuff. A lot of people don't think it's important, but I meditate. I pray out. Well, I do all the time. But then there's certain kinds of meditation affirmations. So do you do that type of
Yes, yes, I do envisionment. I do the affirmations. I even listen to harmonious vibrations, hertz, different megahertz sounds for different things for your chakras in your body.
Yes,
So yeah,
I'm doing that too, and it feels so good.
yes, and it really works.
You never. Why didn't we tell me all about that before? It's very enlightening. Like, but a lot of people from church and different things, they'll probably try to tell you, oh, no, it's something, because you have to focus.
No, definitely, and that's the thing. I'm a very spiritual person, because there are so many different religions around the world. I never knock anybody for what they believe in.
That's right.
My connection with the higher being. I don't per se into one religion. I'm very spiritual, and I know that my personal relationship with the Most High is important. That's all that matters to me, because you can be in a church full of people and they can be all type of violent. You never know what you're next to, and they can be acting a certain way. You don't know what the next person is thinking, so you know how your heart is. You know what your spirit and mind is, and the good thing is, since last December, it's almost a year now, is when I started doing these meditations. And this
A
entire
year. Jeez,
yeah,
I thought maybe it just started as something. No, a year.
no,
Gosh.
and since I started last December, it has been an incredible ride. Everything from my YouTube channel getting monetized, from me winning these awards, for me even actually, and I'll just show it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a spokesperson for Manscaped, their male grooming product. I did 2 commercials on my YouTube channel so far for Manscaped. They pay me to do commercials. It's an incredible experience. So many things are happening. I also figured out how I can take full 100% control as an independent artist. I have my own company. So instead of me now, this project, and just so you folks know, this project is not going to be on Spotify. It will not be on Apple Music. It will not be on Tidal. It is directly from my website. Everything is registered. I'll still have the same sound scan.
You're seeing the people. Yeah, you have no way that you can't spell it, because it's right on the screen at the bottom. Look at the
Yes,
bottom.
please support. This project is very important. Please support, because I want to be a trailblazer and show my fellow artists you don't need these DSPs, because a lot of people don't understand. These labels have bought out a lot of these companies, and they're pushing their artists, and remember, artists only get a fraction of a penny per stream. Imagine that. You put all your hard work into your music, you put it on this platform, they get the bulk of the money, and they give you a fraction of a penny per stream. Instead of what Master P did, and shout out to Master P, because what I'm doing, I am being a 2021 Master P in a digital era where everything is directly from my website. So everything that goes there comes to my company, which now I can return the money into my branding, into my videos. Now the people that enjoy my music, I'll be able to give them visuals for everything, because it's very hard to maintain a budget on your own. There's no company behind me. Everything is by myself. I'm 100% independent.
Kudos. But I want to get back to this affirmation thing, because some people thinking it's a big hoax and stuff, and it's not.
Yes.
At first I was saying, but at first when you did it, did you feel anything at first, or you had to really?
Well, actually, I came across this information years ago, around 2007, 2008. There was a
Mm-hmm.
book that I read. It's called Ask and It Is Given by Jerry and Esther Hicks. And it's
Okay.
basically learning how to manifest your desires.
Yeah, manifest.
Yes. So this book basically showed you, they had a scale called the emotional guidance scale. It went from 1 to 22. And it showed you from the very lows that you can be and those feelings rising all the way to the top feeling, or basically from 1 to 22. And once I saw that scale, I had promised myself that I would never go under number 7, which was right before pessimism, like boredom, because there's certain things that your mind starts to wander and then you start to overthink things. So I made sure I kept myself under that 7 in the top 5. At least I try to stay 1, 2, and 3. The emotional guidance scale, which I'm gonna see if I can pick it up real quick while we're here, because that
Yeah,
thing is
it's okay. You don't have to rush it.
okay.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, because I know that book, Asking It Is Given, showed me and let me know that your thoughts and your feelings create your reality.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to mind how you feel and mind what you think. And as now, in today's, since the last year now, as I've been doing the affirmations, envisionment, as I meditate, I see something already happening and I feel the feeling of it happening. And you know what? It actually starts to happen.
Jeez. Look at you.
Thank you.
And does your family and people support you, or are you just kind of on your
Well,
own?
here's what I've noticed. And this is why I'm so happy to be on this platform, because what I can say is a total stranger will support you faster than family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being, which I don't knock it, because you got to remember, I've been writing around since I was 16. So family and friends and all that, they just been like, oh, he's been doing this, or I know him, or it's like
It's
they
the
don't
same old
understand
thing again.
they don't understand the artistry. But now when you have someone who doesn't know you, when they hear your music, when they see you for what you are as the artist, and they appreciate the art. They become a fan. They admire what you do. And then what happens? They support what you do. So as I'm on this platform, I do hope that everyone here does go to my website and pre-orders my album, because it is actually my best work yet. It's my greatest creation.
And why would you say that? And let's get to the album now.
Yeah.
It's not that The Wrath, right? No, that was a long time ago.
The Wrath of Conn will be coming out on December 17th. This album, the reason I say that it's my greatest work is because it's my most diverse album ever. I've had, shout out to Ghana, Africa. I have producers from Ghana, Africa that sent me something called Ghana Drill, which is a kind of a drill music. I have
What type of music is that?
Drill. Drill is a form of hip hop. It's a certain kind of sound with music.
So how does it sound? Like it tick, 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 tick,
it's
or
like
something?
bass. It's a heavy bass. For instance, I don't know if you ever heard of like Pop Smoke.
No.
Okay, well, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. He's a young artist that was murdered maybe about a year and a half ago, but
Okay.
he was one of the people that made drill prominent.
Okay. Because a
Drill,
lot of people out there won't know, and I said, well,
yeah, well, I'm just saying that's one record, but then I have some storytelling. Then I have something that reminds you of the classic 90s hip hop. Then I have something
the 90s, like what? Like Dougie Fresh, LL Cool J, all of them.
I give 80s, 90s, but 90s more like, let's just say, early Jay-Z, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac.
Okay.
That era, the golden era of hip hop, the golden era, which I feel is my favorite era of hip hop. So I give you
the
some
golden mic.
Yeah, and that's why I'm the man with the golden mic, because I represent that era in today's world. So I give something. Basically, this album, the reason I say it's my greatest work, because I have something for the teenagers, I have something for the young adults, I have something for the older adults, I have something for someone who doesn't even like hip hop, something that you could appreciate. So this is my greatest work. It is my most diverse album ever.
So how many tracks do you have on it?
15 tracks on this album. So I'm giving you a nice
15 tracks.
15 tracks. I'm giving you a great meal. This is not that microwave cookie cutter for 4 songs. This is something, basically, this project is something that I want you to be able to press play. You start it and you can enjoy the entire journey. Just like when Dr. Dre made The Chronic, you can listen to The Chronic from beginning to end. It's a classic album. It's one of those projects.
So what's the first song on it?
Now this is big. The very first thing that you're going to hear on my album is the legendary iconic, belongs on the Mount Rushmore of this hip hop culture, Ralph McDaniels. If you don't know who Ralph McDaniels is, he is the creator of Video Music Box, a show that has been on the air for almost 40 years. It's over 35 years on the air. He's the first person before MTV, before BET, to have hip hop music videos on the air. They're doing a documentary on his life right now. So the first thing you're gonna hear, and I'm honored to say this, actually, you are getting the scoop. No one knows this yet.
Well, that's okay. We want to hear the scoop.
Yes. So he'll be the first person that you hear on the project. After that, I have something called the Stupid Fat Intro. Reason being is because shout out to my man D Dave. He has a production company called Stupid Fat Beats, which is an old school slang. Like, this is stupid fat. Like, that means something that's good. So it's basically the first song you'll hear is after Ralph speaks, is a song that is called Stupid Fat Intro. That song itself is very melodic, slow-paced song where you're hearing me just speak to the people. And that's what you're gonna hear. So
like what? Give us a little. I want to hear it. I want to hear a little bit.
Well, what you have to do with that song, would I be able to play a little bit of it?
You can.
Oh, just so you can get an idea of the beat.
You can.
Of it, because
this is about you, Sean Conn. Let's go.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a little taste of it because good thing I have 2 phones, with me.
Or else it would be a problem there. Yeah, you had to show your game on that one. So
yeah, definitely. That's how it works out. So let me just go into my email. But definitely for the people, as I'm doing all this, you guys, when this program is over, hopefully you go to my website and you pre-order that out.
Well, they will be going to your website and they can go watch if they missed the episode.
Yes.
They can go to the YouTube channel and watch it, and they'll see all the information.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the email to Luce, which shout out to Luce. Oh, and not for nothing, my album is being engineered by a Grammy-winning engineer. Shout out to Luce, the kind genius. He also produced something on my album. He won a Grammy last year off of Nas's album. He engineered one of the parts of a record off of Nas's album. So that's what I'm saying. I'm giving you guys the best quality that can possibly be given. From what I'm doing. It's just something that I'm giving you my blood, sweat, and tears. And it's very important that people understand the importance of this album and what it means to me and how everyone can see what it is. It's that big of a thing, you know what I mean? So let me get to his email and I'll find one of the records here. It's
yeah, we can't wait. We want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I'm getting
before the release party, people.
Yes. Before the party, I'm in New York, but I'll be going to Atlanta to do my album release party in Atlanta.
What?
Yes, I'll be doing my album release party in Atlanta.
That's a nice place, so you can't dog that out.
I love
but
Atlanta.
Your New York people gonna be like,
Yeah, but then I'm gonna come to New York afterwards and do something there as well. It's just what it is I want to give everybody a little bit of something. So I'm making sure that I did that, So let me go to this email and then put FMR. I'm putting this email in now. Sorry guys for the little, don't worry.
We're talking. You're talking the same time you're doing your multitasking.
I'm making sure that I give you guys.
Are you going to Chicago to do anything over there?
I may be. Actually, shout out to my man Robin Hood. I actually just shot the 2 pilot episodes of a talk show that I have called Conversations. So he actually is editing the footage of that show right now. So we plan on going to multiple cities to shoot some of the show. We, as the season goes on, there'll be 9 episodes in the season. So we do want to travel around the country. We also want to come out to Canada, so we're definitely that as well.
Come to Toronto.
Yes, that's for sure.
Toronto, let me know and look me up there.
Yes, Toronto. It would definitely be something that we're gonna do. Secret, something that we're gonna do for sure because gotta come out there to Toronto. It's that important, Mm-hmm. So let me get to these emails. I'm so sorry. We'll keep going. we're keeping it going because the reason being, I'm looking at.
Well, what we'll do? We'll just take a brief break, and that way it'll give you a chance to look at some stuff. All right.
Yes, and that day, because I'm thinking about it. I probably better off going to my computer right here instead of
all right. All right, then we'll take a break.
All right, take a short break.
Looking for a TV show that brings you a raw, uncut, unbiased opinion? What about a show providing a platform to tell us about your business or talent? Tune in to Talk It Out, Monday through Friday, hosted by Chill of Come Clean Empire and his co-host, DBoss, where we bring you not just a TV show, but a TV experience.
Welcome to Real Life Matters. I'm your host, DBoss. Real Life Matters is a power-packed, inspired program that brings you real people with real matters. If you are a company, brand, or artist, we will take you to the next level. Watch Real Life Matters Monday to Friday right here.
Rhythm.
Blessed love from Barbados, or as we so beautifully like to say here on the island, what going on, lovely people? I'm Bugina Kente, the spirit of the people. I'd like to welcome you to the Rhythm Caribbean Top 10 Countdown, bringing you some of the hottest artists, songs, and videos from across the entire Caribbean. So stay tuned.
Rhythm. The eyes and ears of the Caribbean. Carib Vision.
Well, we're back. Did you find it?
I sure did.
We did a little. Yes, I do. If I do live, I'm doing live and stuff. I do have commercials and stuff. So
okay. Hey, listen. Took a short break. Hopefully, in that short break, you guys went to my website and went to get that album pre-order.
Yes, I hope they did too. You had time.
So I'm going to give you a little piece of the stupid fat intro, just so you guys can hear it.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Another tale from the secret agent. Some know me as Sean Conn. Others, they know me as Conn. But if you know the secret agent, then you know my motto. You know me. I'm on a mission. I'm just vibing to the stupid fat beat. DNA. Yeah. I can put my vibe on this one right here. See, I'm fasten your seatbelts and get ready to take off. We here for new altitudes. Hip-hopia, I'ma talk that talk, walk that walk too. So many cowards around me, they need a curfew. The talent level's low, they gimmicky and commercial. Without 2 cents in their brain, content is hurtful. Companies wanna jerk you, pay you little and work you. Politics as usual, karma is universal. Haters green with envy, they really just wanna murk you. That's just a little bit of the problems I gotta work through. The tough get going when the going gets rough. The real gets saluted and the phony gets snuffed. That's just the rules of the game. You dealing with a true vet. The cat is loose in the brain, I'm playing with a full deck. Pretty girl first is my little Kim and Foxy.
See, now I don't.
I like it. It sounds good.
It's very smooth. the intro is a very smooth thing because I'm gonna shoot a visual with it. I'm gonna have my secret agent suit on. It's a very smooth intro to kind of let you know. And I'm speaking on that record. I'm speaking about how the industry does artists. You know, it speaks about a few things in there about envious people to watch out for certain things. You know, so very smooth intro, and then right after that, the energy picks up a little bit. You know, and you guys when you
wow,
hear,
you got it here first, people. Hey, you better go get that album and get that game.
Yes, make sure you guys pre-order this album. The Wrath of Conn is available on our website, SeanConn00.com. As soon as you go to the website, you'll see it. It's powered by Stripe, the same company that does transactions for Amazon and the Gap. So you know this is where, and luckily my website is in cahoots with Stripe. You know, so that way you know that's a trusted website because you know you want to make sure that the people know that they're getting a good product and what they're getting it from. You know.
So you must be busy, like you're all the time working.
Oh, all the time. I'm on my computer late at night. Always doing research because I'm everything.
Oh,
I teach myself.
You're everything. So what do you expect to accomplish when you move on or transition that you gave to the people? What do you know what you're as a legend, what do you want to leave with the people?
Well, what I do want to leave with the people is quality content on all levels. So whether it's my music, I want to give you quality content. Whether it's my gaming division, I want to give you guys quality content. Whether it's my YouTube shows, I have a video game show called the GTA Scientist. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll see the episodes. There's 9 episodes. I want to give quality content because I've been given a gift from the Most High, and I want to make sure that I share this gift with you. And I want to make sure that you guys know I gave it my all, and it was definitely quality.
Wow. Look at Sean there, the secret agent.
I'm so happy. I'm loving
golden mic.
Yes, this is great. And you know, I'm just so happy to be on this platform.
Well, you got to come back again. Yeah. Reach out to me. You got to come back. I want to hear what happens when you go for after the release party and get you to come back in January and see and tell us what happened, how it went, how your game went, how all that went. You know, it's okay.
I have my own billboard in Times Square in New York. I have a billboard from my last album in Times Square. So the new album, the billboard will be up. So all these things I'm doing, and this is the whole point of what I'm doing, is to show my fellow artists, to my fellow creators, everybody that's pushing their dreams, you can do it, and you can do it on your own. There is Google, there's YouTube, 2 of the biggest search engines possible. If you want to learn how to build a car, you go on YouTube and learn how to build a car. So understand you can educate yourself, period. You can totally educate yourself on anything that you want to do. As long as you keep a positive mind state, keep yourself mentally healthy, and make sure that you put in the work, it's going to come through.
Yeah.
There's
and
no doubt.
Take time back and to reflect.
Definitely. That's a given. You know, this is very important. I've even changed my eating habits. I just came off of a fast. And when I came off of the fast, I said, you know what? Because I didn't eat pork and red meat. I just ate chicken and turkey and stuff, but totally went into vegan now. The new journey for me. And it's been great. You know, shout out to Veggie Castle. I just went there and got some stuff that I'm going to tear down. And
You're going to tear it up after this.
I'm tear it up. And you know, just one of my mottos is strong body, strong mind, strong rhyme. So if you have your body right and your mind right, it's a lot. If you discipline yourself to a certain degree, it's not going to be hard to write the music. It's not going to be hard to sit there and do the research or to push yourself to be somewhere. You know, those are the very important elements as a human to do these things, to push yourself. Don't be pessimistic. Never have negative thoughts. If a negative thought comes in, look up in the sky, admire the clouds, look at something beautiful. Think about your children or your loved ones or anything like that.
Well, it was a pleasure. Sean Conn. I'm telling you guys, go to the website. You can find you on, well, most of you're directing everybody to your website.
Yes, everything on my YouTube channel, content is on my website. My last project is on my website. Everything is there. My video game is on the website. And I want to, that's the whole point of me really pushing my website, because that's going to be my hub moving forward forever. Because I feel like we're giving the power to these corporations when you should not give them the power. You're giving them your talent, your power, and they're taking your money. Why should we do that? People appreciate what you do. They're going to support you, not these companies.
Wow. Well, we got to, I don't know. I got to try that game. I'm not really a gamer like that. I'm good at the technology and stuff, but the gamer thing, I'm sort of like,
Well, it's a game. When you play, you'll see it's a fun game. And once you get the hang of the controllers, and in the beginning, it shows a tutorial how to use the controllers. And once you do it, you'll enjoy the game. It's pretty fun, you know.
All right. Well, Sean, I do want to thank you. The viewers want to thank you. We learned so much with being with you tonight. You know, it was just like, wow. My kudos to you. And you know, just stick around after you don't cut off right yet. But anyways, I do want to thank all the viewers and everybody for watching. Go support Sean Conn. Go and buy the album, the game, the whole thing. He has a lot to offer. And we're going to see him a lot around for a good long while. So anyways, I
just want to say thank you for having me on your platform. It's an honor and a pleasure. And to all the viewers, once again, this right here, you guys are coming directly to me for my product. This is me cutting all the middlemen out. The quality is coming directly from me. So please go to SeanConn00.com, pre-order The Wrath of Conn. Check out the video game. I appreciate you all.
All right. So everybody, thank you for tuning in to Real Life Matters. We were here with the secret agent, Sean Conn. And if you missed the episode, oh well, you got to go back to the YouTube channel, DBoss Networks, and watch it. So bye for now, everybody.
Oh.